Hey there, I'm Atik, co-founder and CEO of Actual, and we're building the easiest way for you to pay or send invoices in crypto. I'm so glad that you're watching this video, which means to me that you're at least interested in trying our product out. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick demo of how our product works. So right now we're in an instance of Actual. We're currently looking at the bills page. So at this point, you would have set up your accounting system, which you can see in the settings here. And if you don't have access to an accounting system, please let us know by just reaching out at hello@actual.com. We'd be happy to get you a sandbox account. But if you have that set up, we can go ahead and try the process of paying our first bill. So I'm going to go ahead and click this add a bill button. You optionally could bring a bill in if you just forward it into this email address as well. But for the demo, let's just go ahead and do this. So now we can drag and drop in an invoice. So here's an invoice that I've got from Open Purpose for some design work that they did for us. So I'm going to go ahead and get this bill paid. So first and foremost, I'm going to check if this vendor is part of our accounting system. It looks like they're not, so I'm going to have the option to create Open Purpose as a vendor, which will create them as a vendor in your accounting system. From here, I have the option to give this a memo, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a memo of design, and then we're going to go ahead and give this a GL category of contract labor. You can see that the app automatically will pull the details that it can from the invoice via our optical character recognition, so you can see that all the other details got filled out. But now I'm going to go ahead and complete this invoice. So let's go ahead and mark it as ready for payment. It looks like this can be paid in USDC, so I'm going to go ahead and add this as a USDC bill. Because Open Purpose is not a vendor in our system yet, we can go ahead and add a wallet address for them. So we can go ahead and copy it from the invoice and paste it in here. The moment I do that, it'll create Open Purpose as a contact and Actual as well, which is mapped to the vendor in your ERP. So you get this sort of one-to-one, which is really neat. But let's go ahead and add this bill to our system, marking it ready for payment. So once I click that add button, what the system's actually doing is generating the invoice or bill in the accounting system as well. So it's creating that journal entry. So let's give that a second. And boom. So there's the bill that we just created and marked as ready for payment in the system. So we can go ahead and pay this now if that's what we wanted to do, or if there was someone else in the organization that would come in and complete the payment, they would be able to do that as well. But just for reference, I'm going to show you what happens in the journal as well. So right away, you can see that the bill has now been created as a journal entry. So we can open up this journal entry and we can see a number of things. Open Purpose is a vendor in the accounting system. We've even attached a PDF of the invoice that was just loaded into Actual. So anytime you have someone maybe not in the system that you're doing your AP, and they can still get that full context from the general ledger as well. We booked the correct GL category, we've added a description, so on and so forth. Now we're ready to go ahead and pay this bill. So I can open up this bill again, and I can go ahead and mark it as pay now. And you can see here that I can pay this bill from either my externally owned address, my MetaMask wallet, or I could even pay it from a safe. The cool thing about the way Safe works in Actual is that you can initiate, sign, and execute the transactions right from our system. So your signers will get the additional context of the invoices as they sign, which is a lot more alleviating to understand what exactly you're paying at that moment. So here the invoice is ready to be paid. We've added in the wallet that we want to use to make the payment. So now I'm going to go ahead and click this pay $50 in USDC button. We can confirm that this wallet address matches here. So I'm going to click that button now. MetaMask pops up and asks me to confirm that transaction. I'm going to go ahead and confirm it. You can see that the app recognizes that confirmation and the payment has now been completed. So now when the page will load on the pay tab, and we'll see that Open Purpose bill now being paid in our system. So there's the on-chain transaction hash. If we want to go ahead and reference that, we can check it out. So there's that transfer I made for 50 USDC. And the last thing we can do is check the journal in QuickBooks. What we also do when you pay a bill is we actually create a bill payment in the journal as well. So this will clear out the balance of the AP that you've created here and put it into a digital assets clearing account where you can then reconcile it against your on-chain activity. Typically, we recommend people use a subledger to do this so that everything kind of balances out. So all you would need to do is associate that on-chain transaction hash to clearing account. If that doesn't make sense to you at all, leave it to your accountant. They'll understand what that means. But we can go ahead and open this bill up, and now we can see that there's a memo that shows that it was paid in Actual by this wallet, by this email, in this asset into this on-chain transaction hash. So everything kind of gets cleared out that way, and that's how it will look when it's completed. As you noted, we do have the ability to pay bills from safes as well. You can do them in batch, or you can do them individually, sign and execute these bills as well, and we even will track the nonce order in case something is ahead of another payment. And then invoices is not currently in the system, but that is coming. So what we recommend people to do currently, if they're looking to create an invoice, is actually go to cryptoinvoice.new, which you can link off to right from here as well. and you can create your invoices from here. We now have the ability to also create invoice payment links that you can send to your clients, but we do have a full invoice module coming really soon. And like I mentioned, all of your contacts get mapped to vendors in your accounting system as well. So I can show you that open purpose one being mapped there as well. I hope you found this video helpful, and I really appreciate you taking the time. And if you have any questions, my email is atikh, A-T-I-K-H, @actual.com. I'd be super glad to help you out with anything you are sort of struggling with, or if you have any feedback for how we can improve the product. Thanks again. I look forward to hearing from you.